High deep fly ball, a drive to center field. That'll get over the head of Robinson and all the way to the fence.
Lorbeck drives the lane, puts it up, right-hand lane, gets it to fall. He'll go to line for one more.
Very nice take by Zach Lorbeck.
Trying to go around Engel. He stones him far side.
Point blank on Engel again, and he stops him.
Shotgun snap, Engel looking left, now looking right. Throw far side, throws a fade up for grabs. Hunter Beechler, far side pile on. He comes down with it. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. She'll line it ball into left field, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Coming in to score will be Hilbert. Feed it in. Maddie Ray, a right-hand lay-in and down.
Great steal by Ray. Jerks with a nice lob over the top.
The floor skates to the near side circle, looking for some time. One timer to Martin Suna. Knock off the water bottle. It's a one-timer and a goal, and the Pirates, they extend their lead.
He takes a swing at it. He'll send that one deep to right. And looks like that one's going to be a walk-off grand slam for Joe Beyer.
And your state champions.
Your state champion.
Your Bayport Pirates.
Swinging a fly ball to center field.
It's over!
And that's it!
The Pirates win it!
Welcome back to Bayport High School as we get ready for the finals of the sectional duel match. We will see the Bayport Pirates, and they'll be wrestling the Luxemburg-Casco Spartans. As we prepare for this duel meet, we're going to see which team wins this duel is going to be going to the team state tournament on March 6th and 7th at the bar in the field house in Madison. My friends, this is going to be a fun one because Bayport, ranked number 4 in the state, wrestling Luxemburg-Casco, ranked number 11 in the state in Division 1. Ryan Wellnitz, Chris Learman, Brian LeClaire back out with you tonight. We are getting ready for some live wrestling here as we prepare for this final duel as we head into the postseason and sectionals this weekend, individual state the weekend after, and then this is what to qualify for team state March 6th and 7th in Madison. So, my friends, this is going to be a fun duel. Brian, what do you have to say? Let's get your first word here.
My first words for this is Bayport studs need to pin today. Every point is going to count in a duel like this. You can go and look and say on.
Well, if we talk a little bit about just, basically what about LC? Well, first of all, we wrestled the Luxemburg-Casco duels back on December 7th. This is always a start of the season. You're kind of getting a feel for how this season might go. Bayport Pirates take first in those duels. They go 5-0, including a win over Luxemburg-Casco 51-20. Now, that's a long time ago. And so we also saw then the following weekend, we saw Luxemburg-Casco at the Battle on the Bay here at Bayport High School. Bayport takes first in the battle. Luxemburg-Casco, second. And so we see him again a few times throughout the year, but Pulaski Invite is the last time we saw him. Bayport took third at the Pulaski Invite. This was on February 1st. Luxemburg-Casco, 9th out of 17 teams. So, Bayport has had their number this year, and yet this is a extremely well-balanced, well-coached, a team that knows how to win.
Absolutely. They've been there. This isn't their first rodeo. And they're coached up so well as Bayport is, but each kid knows what their job is that day. And it may be you're wrestling a Loya slump. That means don't get pinned. Go out there. Try to lose by 7. As weird as that may sound, you will see them wrestle like that tonight.
Absolutely. So Bayport wins the regional this weekend against Luxemburg-Casco. Luxemburg-Casco takes second at that regional. And Bayport had 253 points, Luxemburg-Casco 233. And that meant that Luxemburg-Casco had to take on the number 1 team from the other regional, Slinger. And I can't remember that score. 45-32, I think, was the score in that duel, in that first round duel. And so now the Bayport Pirates move on to Luxemburg-Casco for that chance to go to the team state tournament. So just 2 years ago is when Bayport qualified for team state. Last year could not beat Kaukauna in this final duel here, and so did not qualify last year. Now taking on perennial power Luxemburg-Casco. Interesting enough is people would say, okay, Luxemburg-Casco is having a down year. I would love to have their down year any year that I was coaching. They just are so well coached and well prepared. They know how to wrestle. This is a team that goes to Kansas City for a tournament. They go to DeKalb, Illinois for a tournament. They don't back down from the competition. So they're a fun team to watch. And we've got the LC crowd behind us. I think the entire community might be here from Luxemburg and Casco. And they have a big crowd here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. By the way, Bayport's got a nice crowd on the other side. This is going to be a fun duel.
And you can hear it. That LC, their tradition, everything they've done is win state championships, qualify for state, whole community, great wrestling community. Love to see it.
Both these teams will be taking 13 sectional qualifiers to this weekend sectional, being held at Fond du Lac. Top 2 wrestlers then qualify for the state tournaments.
And they bumped up too.
And so we're going to starting tonight at 132 pounds, and we're going to see both finalists from last weekend and the Pulaski invite, Carson Newbert and Aloysius Schlump, both bumping up to 132 to start this duel.
Both
and
going up to 132.
Last weekend, Newbert picks up an 8-2 win over Aloysius. And love that we're going to see these two wrestle again. We're talking number 2 in the state, Newbert, number 3 in the state, Aloysius Schlump, both 126-pound wrestlers. And Newbert's had Aloysius' number in 2 matches this year.
And I have heard, though, Ryan, last week that 8-2-1 wasn't really 8-2. Aloysius wrestled hard, had many different opportunities, gave up points late, and fell 8-2.
And so you see Newbert in here on a shot, nothing doing, and we'll get a stalemate. Back to the middle we'll go. So 0-0. Again, number 2 in the state is Carson Newbert, sophomore. Took 3rd last year at the 2024 individual tournament.
I love Aloysius' feet right now, working, trying to make sure he's staying balanced and square with Carson Newbert. The young sophomore, 46-1. I mean, how many matches do you get towards this time of year, Ryan, that's not a state championship or a semifinal? 46-1 against 41-2. 2 really accomplished wrestlers.
Yeah, just what an awesome way to start this duel.
This is the first match of the night.
Hey, for those of you that know wrestling, this could be a state final in a couple weekends from now. So we're talking some talented wrestlers here. So just fun to see, and no points scored yet, and that's okay. We'll just keep wrestling. 0-0 with 38 seconds to go here in this first period. These two will see each other in the finals again this weekend, I'm sure, for that chance to go to state. When you pick up that championship in the regional, that gives you that shot at a better seed at state tournaments. So, as we see Aloysius try to get a nice little ankle pick, nothing doing, and so out of bounds.
Schlump is not backing down. I know he's lost these last 2 matches, but you can hear the Bayport coaches and fans starting to cheer him on.
Short time at 13 seconds to go in this first period. So Newbert again, a sophomore, took 3rd in state as a freshman. Aloysius Jr. took 4th as a freshman, 4th as a sophomore. And we'll go 0-0 at the end of the first period.
And just by our research, Ryan, everything you've done, LC, you say down here, but they're throwing 4 freshmen, 3 sophomore out there. They reload. It's not like a restart. It's not a down year. They're reloading, and they got a bunch of good young wrestlers coming up.
Yeah, an impressive team. We thought we'd see Newbert up at 32 tonight, just only because he weighed in about a half pound over what he would have to weigh at 132. And so he had to go up.
He came in at 125.5, wasn't able to get that 6, and now Aloysius stuck. This is what you can't have happen if you're the Bayport Pirates. Aloysius not going to let that happen.
That is a hardcore half Nelson.
Still in a tough spot. You can see Aloysius trying to stretch that elbow out a little bit, but the tighter it gets, the tougher this is going to be for Aloysius. A lot of time left in this period.
The referee's still not swiping.
Aloysius got to keep his hips, got to keep his toes down.
Oh man, that is a tough way to start this out. Newbert picking up a pin. And he'll get that pin in 2:51. And that is a great start for Luxemburg-Casco if you are a fan. And Bayport will start this dual meet down 0-6.
Those are the types of things that can't happen in a tight contested match. Yeah, it's only the first match, but hopefully that's not the tone setter. We need Bayport to come back out here, and they're going to be throwing in Carson Stordor.
Yeah, Newbert, got to give him love with running a hardcore half Nelson. He wanted that tonight. And so we'll be bumping Joseph Jancourt up here to 138 pounds. And he's wrestling Carson Storter.
Ranked number 9 in the state, 38-10 on the year, sophomore. Another sophomore for Luxemburg-Casco.
Jancourt gets a quick takedown.
I've watched a lot of wrestling in my life, Ryan, at Bayport. I haven't seen Aloya Schlump pinned yet in a match.
No, you're exactly right. Get much love to Newbert on a hard run, half Nelson. He dug that thing out, and he went for it.
And that early in the period, too, where Aloyas, you want him to fight that off, but really no position to do so. Tried to flip over. Both shoulders square on the mat, and Bayport's down 6-0.
And so Jancourt here is trying to lock up a cradle. This is going to be the meat of their lineup. Right in the middle here is where they have some absolute studs. Blakely Bastien up at 144, the returning 5th place finisher. And they're,
if you're Carson here, the one thing you don't want to have happen is this, right? You can't give up these bonus points. If you're Carson, the senior, you got to fight. Got to fight.
And Jancourt, the number 9 ranked wrestler, has got Carson Storter in a bad way.
Carson not giving it up.
And there's that pin. There. And you could see that pin coming. It was there. And he'll pick up the pin. Jancourt picks up the pin at 132 for Luxemburg-Casco, and they are going to get a quick 12-point lead here. My friends, no worries here. We knew this was going to have to look this way to start.
Hey.
It looks like they'll be bumping Blakely Bastien up to 150, so we'll watch that.
And again, Bayport knows 106, 113, and towards the end of their lineup, that's where their strength is. Got to get a couple of these here. Got to stop giving up bonus points.
And so we'll go up here to 144 pounds, where we'll see Miguel Magana for Bayport. And he's going to wrestle Logan Salm. Logan Salm is a freshman.
Logan Salm, 25-20 on the year. Ryan took 4th in regionals. Miguel, great offense there, trying to set the pace early. Hard wizard by Logan, but great job there by Miguel.
Miguel gets first takedown. So both of these guys took 4th at regionals. I'm sorry, I'm wrong about that. Yeah, they did, because Logan was down a weight class, sorry. And so good matchup here, as you can see, see Logan Salm kind of reaching back for stuff, looking for things, and Miguel's going to lock up a cradle here.
This is what the Pirates need right here. If you're Miguel, get this over.
Just settle in, take your time. You got lots of time on the clock here. 120. You see Salm, nice job with breaking that cradle.
Miguel a little too excited, maybe moving a little bit too quick. Got to kind of settle into the match.
Just slow down your roll a little bit, and let's work your positions and keep working.
Miguel got to watch that head. Got to watch that head, Miguel. Miguel, trust it.
Comes through on a suicide cradle. And you see Salm is able to reverse it. No points scored yet. Only because Miguel's got the arm under the leg. There's the 2 reversal.
Weird how he didn't get it in the beginning, and then they decided at the end. I thought Miguel had that leg in the proper spot.
So 3-2 is your score. Magana up with 49 seconds to go in the first period. Salm a freshman. Miguel a junior. And so Salm will come in, try to bring the leg in.
Throw in a leg here.
Now think about a freshman on Luxemburg-Casco's team wrestling places like Kansas City and DeKalb, Illinois, and the tournaments they wrestle are just incredibly tough.
Absolutely.
And 25-20 as a freshman for this wrestler, impressive. So you can see he's a good leg rider as he's trying to turk that leg over. And Miguel's going to have to work some defense from the bottom here and get himself up off the bottom. We're in short time in the first period. 15 seconds to go. As Salm throws the leg back in.
Miguel trying to get one here.
Scramble. 5 seconds. Let's get that scramble. Go. And he'll turn into him.
Yes.
He catches the head.
That's 2.
Got to give at least 1 there. Referee says nothing.
No 1 point.
So no point scored. It is Bayport's choice. Miguel will defer, and so Logan Salm's choice goes down.
Really surprised there wasn't at least an escape there. I had the arm, no part of the body.
I'm calling that an escape every day of the week.
That looked like.
And Magana on top here is going to start with that kind of Turk that leg. Now working for that cradle. Just slow down.
Gotta slow down. Absolutely.
Once you get it locked, you don't have to rush in a cradle position.
You can tighten that up too. You don't need to be moving too much. Just slide your body, feel that contact, and then you can take them over. But inch it in. You don't need to rush.
I don't know why Miguel's jumping other side here for this cradle. Settle.
And that time he learned from his
knee in the
past
side.
mistakes.
So he comes back. He's getting the counts. Get the knee in the side. Settle in.
Settle in. You got to move a little bit here. You got to move. You got to tighten. You got to readjust. And now he does. And we got 1 minute, 20 seconds. Miguel, if he could get this fall, would be huge.
Salm gets the hands broke. So 4 near fall for Magana.
And you can see both benches here tonight screaming over with every near fall, with every turn, because every match is that important.
7-2 is your score for Magana. Bayport Pirates up. 55 seconds to go in the second period as Magana breaks Salm back down again.
Boy, Miguel, I love the aggressiveness. He's wrestling an offensive match. He's setting the pace of this match.
Well, I tell Miguel, just go right back to that cradle.
Keep going to it. Keep going to it. Any form. You want to do a cross-face cradle here, I'm fine with that. But keep working it. Make him move.
Well, look at Salm giving that arm bar up right here, too. As you see, Miguel is going to roll that wrist. Trying to bring that arm on the back. Stalling called on Luxemburg-Casco. That's their first warning.
And great call. Tightly contested match like this. His hips, or Logan Salm, hips flat on the mat, head down, arms in. Every time I would call that. He might get another one.
10 seconds to go.
There is another one.
Another stalling call for, and that picks up a point here for Miguel Magana as he's running a power half. 5 seconds. Referee's going to stop this.
Yeah, I
Looks
think
like it went into
the hands touched. The hands touched. We got a little full Nelson. If you're Miguel, that's okay. Keep being aggressive.
So the penalty point goes to Salm from Luxemburg-Casco, what they're calling a full Nelson. As Magana was trying to run that power half, it ended up going full.
I tell you what, that means Logan Salm is very flexible because not many times can you have those hands hit like that.
And we'll finish out that period. Nice job by Miguel. 8-3. As we'll head into the third period. It's Magana's choice. He's going to go neutral.
I see Coach Sluter telling him right away, I want you neutral and I want you scoring. This again, you're Bayport. It's the third period. You're up by 5. Takedown here is a major decision.
So we're going to be, when we finish this match, by the way, we're going to see Blakely Bastien wrestling Ethan Farley. Bastien, a 5th place finisher last year for Luxemburg-Casco, bumping up a weight class. He's going to take on Ethan Farley. That's going to be a heck of a match. Magana spinning around for the takedown.
There it is.
And he'll get the takedown, make it 11-3.
Now we want more. You got to turn him here. Keep working that cradle. Don't go back to the halves.
Well, he's got a hard half in there.
He's got it in hard. Logan's just going to belly up.
Well, Salm's got his head down on the mat.
You can hear even Luxemburg-Casco's fans saying, get your head up, get your head up. Now he's going to run. They're telling him no. Miguel's going to sit on that.
As he works a snowplow cradle, there's another stalling call for Luxemburg-Casco. That's another point for Bayport.
We're seeing a few of them. This is what they'll do, though, Ryan. They don't care about giving those up. They don't want to give up near fall, and they don't want to give up falls.
The referees are not having it tonight with the stalling, so I love that. In a match of this magnitude, they got to be calling that.
2 historically great programs here doing what they can, used to success on the big stages. They're going to call this match tight.
Well, as you see, Salm trying to come through on a Peterson roll. Magana just keep those hips flat.
Magana just bellying out. He needs to get around, keep that major decision. You're up by
25 seconds.
Giving up 1 is okay here if you're Miguel, but you don't want to give up 2.
So 12-3 right now is a major decision. If we can keep it here, there's the point. So 12-4, 10 seconds to go.
Can't give up a takedown here, Miguel.
Luxemburg-Casco coach is yelling at the wrestler, get after him, trying to keep the major from happening.
We have no stalling calls here, so Miguel's going to come away with this major decision. And the Pirates are finally on the board, Ryan.
Nice win for Miguel Magana. He'll pick up the win to bring that team score to 12-4 Luxemburg-Casco. And we'll head up here to 150 pounds where we're going to see Ethan Farley and Blakely Bastien. Going to be a great match.
This is going to be a great match. Blakely Bastien, the senior, has the most phenomenal hips that I've seen in a long time. Great wrestler, 38-6 on the season. Also, we got some shout-outs here. Scott Prevost saying, let's go Pirates. Love Coach Scott. Thanks for listening in. We got Luke Weinberg's aunts and uncles listening in. Aunts Elizabeth and Catherine and cousins Evelyn and Scarlett are watching from Appleton and Chippewa Falls.
And so we don't see Blakely here. Instead, it's actually Mason Boulanger, a freshman.
Second in regionals, 29-12 on the year. This is a rematch. He lost 10-7 to Farley in the finals last weekend.
Yeah, that was a sudden victory match.
Ethan, the senior, moving down to 150 here in the last couple of weeks. And now it's headlock position. Ethan going to try to roll it. And that strength of the senior not giving up. And instead, oh my gosh.
Boulanger, nice job of rolling through all that to get the takedown.
To go up.
And Farley just needed to see him settle his hips, and he would have been fine. And we get a locked hands. Let's scramble. And so there's the locked hands. 1 point for Farley.
Scramble wrestling, and Mason Boulanger ends up on top. You can see Ethan Farley, the senior.
So LC working their angles tonight. They're going to bring Blakely Bastien up to wrestle Cole Bartline. Cole had wrestled Ethan Werner last weekend, pinned him. And so they're trying to find ways to make sure that they can have guys in weight classes that are going to help support a win here for them. So
absolutely.
Great coaching.
Great coaching. In here, a cradle, and the senior again scrambling. The freshman Mason Boulanger not backing down from Ethan Farley here today.
Yeah, Farley needs to get hips up here and start working up. As you can see, Boulanger trying to roll wrists. Now he's going to work power half. As Farley's going to try to scramble through, but he's getting near fall called against him.
And there is near fall.
I'm not sure what Ethan's doing there. You don't go to your back to try to get off of your back.
And he's in a very tough spot.
5 seconds to go here in the first period. And you're going to see LC pick up a 4 near fall on this. And very quickly, my friends, this is a 7-1 match.
And you can hear LC's crowd now getting into it. Ethan walking back to the mat here.
LC is Luxemburg-Casco's choice is going to defer. Farley going to choose neutral.
If I'm Ethan Farley here, got to get my offense working early. If I'm Ethan Farley.
Impressive freshman here, Boulanger.
We got a fire alarm going off.
We got a fire alarm going off. And so we're going to stay here for a second until we see what's going on.
I believe every time that there is.
That is not a great scenario. Referee's going to have to stop the match while this is happening.
And I believe we are going to all have to exit the building.
Well, we're going to find out here in a second, I guess.
Well, hey, thankfully, we have our great administration, our athletic directors. Everybody is here tonight supporting the Pirates, so we'll wait for further instructions.
Great news. The Howard Swamico Education Foundation is one of 50 nonprofits participating in Give Big Green Bay. This 24-hour online giving event highlights the incredible work nonprofits do in our community starting tomorrow at noon. How could you get involved? First, spread the word. Share on social media. Tell your friends, family, and coworkers. Together, we can make a big impact. And second, consider giving. Your donation isn't just a gift. It's an investment in the future of HSSD students. The Howard Swamico Education Foundation enhances learning through innovation, supports teachers and classrooms, and creates equal opportunities for all students. Every dollar makes a difference. Visit GiveBigGreenBay.org starting tomorrow at noon, Wednesday, February 19th, and help support students and schools in the Howard Swamico School District. Thank you for your support.
And so no issue with the fire, just an alarm going off. They'll get it turned off here in a minute. They'll have to get it silenced. We're going to go back to wrestling even with this fire alarm going off. As you
Maybe
see,
this reset
Valle
is the
in
best
on a
thing
nice
for
shot.
Ethan.
He's got a fireman's position, but it in a weird way there.
In a weird spot.
Keep the leg, settle in.
Keep the leg.
We're okay.
Keep your hips up. Keep driving. There we go. And again into the scrambling position where I tell you.
It finally turns towards the head instead of turning towards the feet, and that costs him a takedown. So, and you see Bullinger comes up. As Farley comes up, he throws the leg in, and that's potentially dangerous, and we go back to a restart. So 1:23 to go, and it's a 10-1 lead here.
It's a 10-1 lead for the young freshman, and we got a fire alarm going off in the background, so we apologize for...
Well, we got a fire alarm going off on the mat, too.
Hey, we got a fire alarm going off on this Bayport sideline. Good call, Ryan.
Farley's in these scrambles, and he's turning towards the head, and Bullinger's following and able to stop him. Ethan's got to go towards those legs.
The freshman is actually putting on a clinic here. Farley is in another precarious position, and that should be 2 more near fall.
2 near fall at the cradle. Farley bumps up, tries to bump up, and Bullinger throws in a cradle, gets a 2 near fall off of it, and it's 12-1.
And the Pirate crowd is shocked.
30 seconds to go in the second period as the fire alarm now turns off. Again, Ethan trying to scramble through his back, and he'll get the reversal off of that.
And
I just don't know. I don't love him arching, you're giving up swipes as you're doing that to try to get that reversal. 12-3 is your score, 10 seconds to go in the second period.
And again, Farley in a difficult position there, finds himself down 12-3.
Luxemburg-Casco's choice. He's got to go down. I don't know why coaches would have him do anything but down. That's what they'll do.
And Ethan's going to cut him. We're going to be neutral.
So 12-3 is your score. Farley's got to get this into something reasonable. He's taking the shots. There's a nice shot. Come up with it, finish. As he brings him down on a double, basically.
Kind of a backward jump. I don't know how to explain that. Again, the scrambling ability by the freshman, unbelievable so far here in this match.
Yeah, I mean, he's wrestling well past his age. Just looks excellent out there.
The scrambling, the balance, his hip control, the rolling through, the near fall. I'm shocked.
Once again, your team score is 12-4 for Luxemburg-Casco as you see Farley get down on a nice double leg. He's going to come down and finish that for the takedown.
And Ethan's going to have to use that senior strength. He's going to have to go for a pinning move here immediately, and I agree. Otherwise, you cut him.
I say cut him, and let's wrestle. 1:15 to go in the third period. Bullinger's going to hang on to stuff and not do anything. If I'm smart, I do nothing from the bottom. He gets called for stalling. Farley's going to let him go. There's the point. So 14-6 is your score. Farley gets in on another shot.
Ethan's going to have to go for a throw here soon.
Out of bounds they'll go. 14-6 is your score.
Crowd wanting a takedown there, but I think he was out.
They were out of bounds. 57 seconds. And we need to see Farley turn it up here. And so Farley has a pad over his elbow brace, and so he had taken it off, thrown it to the coaches. The referee said, no, you got to have a pad over that. LC coaches yelling, LC fans yelling, stalling behind us. That's not stalling. They're just dealing with equipment, and that's part of the deal.
You see even the wrestlers telling their fans to calm down a little bit.
And we'll go back to the middle. 56 seconds to go. It's 14-6 for Luxemburg-Casco.
The freshman's got all the confidence in the world right now. Let's see if he can hold on for another 48 seconds because Ethan's he's an animal here. He's going to keep attacking.
Let him go. Let him go.
Let him again.
He gets the takedown. 14-9. Ethan, let him go.
Holding on to the wrist one more time. You can't just hold on to the wrist with your head down. If that's not stalling, I don't know what is, and that could help.
And there's the call.
Oh, and right
So
out.
14-10 is your score. 26 seconds.
You got to attack here and hope you get another stalling penalty if you're Ethan Farley.
What Ethan's going to look for here is he's going to spin, probably try to look for a cow catcher out front.
Going to cut him. Clock.
Clock is not on. Now it's on. Ethan lets him go. 15-10. He's getting on that double. Finishes. Now he turns towards the head again.
He should right there.
Ethan, don't turn towards the head.
He was going for the catch. He was trying to catch him.
10 seconds as you're going to see Luxemburg-Casco is going to hold on tight. Referee's going to stalemate it. And as we finish this match out,
the
freshman's going to pick up a decision, 15-10. And he'll pick up 3 more points for Luxemburg-Casco as they go up 15-4. And we'll head to 157 pounds where we're going to see Cole Bartline and Blakely Bastien. This is going to be a great match.
And let me tell you, that is a big upset right there, I believe, with Ethan Farley getting all the way down to that 150-pound weight. The freshman victorious.
So we're 15-4 is your team score. Again, Cole Bartline wrestling Blakely Bastien. Cole Bartline at 157. That's where he's been weighing. Blakely Bastien, 144-pounder. So there is a sizable difference here. Both are very talented wrestlers.
And this is a winnable match. If you're Bayport right here, you're expecting and hoping for big things from Cole Bartline. But Blakely Bastien, boy, this senior, very successful throughout his career.
5th in state last year, 3rd in state the year before that. He has had a great career for Luxemburg-Casco. However, giving up about 13 pounds here, 14 pounds maybe. And this is, if you like wrestling, this is a fun match to watch, my friends. This is the one you want to see.
The atmosphere, the crowd, everybody on standing up, pins and needles.
Luxemburg-Casco is pulling out all the stops because as they move into their heavier weights, our guys have the advantage and have had throughout this season. So we'll watch those matches as we get there.
Mark and Rhonda Stevens listening in tonight. Their son Matt, big part of that Bayport championship team this year, quarterback. Thanks for listening in. And they said, go Pirates.
And Kathy and Ben Binnen also listening in. Great to have them. Always, as always, they love to watch Bayport sports. So great to have Kathy and Ben out there too. 53 seconds to go. We're still 0-0 as these two continue to size each other up. You see both of them working great short offense, trying to find that position that's going to get them an opening.
And both wrestlers, you can tell, very technical, very well conditioned, have been wrestling since they're 4 years old.
Cole with a nice underhook here as he works head position. And he's going to double underhook.
He's in. A good hard wizard by Blakely.
Now if we get a limp arm out of here, we'll score.
Cole needs to keep that going on the
Blakely
edge of the
elevates
mat.
it.
Oh.
Blakely elevates the leg and gets the takedown, gets Cole to his back. There's 10 seconds to go in the first period. 5 seconds. It's okay, just don't give that up. Just bad luck, and he'll go down 7-0 pretty quickly here. So Blakely, nice job on just really elevating his legs, getting Cole's body moving in a weird position, gets him to his back. And
Cole had
quickly
the knee on the
7-0.
side there, like we were saying, a limp arm there. Instead, he tried to hip it over, and when you hipped over like that, Blakely, unbelievable hips right to his back.
Blakely Bastien will choose down, so 7-0 is his lead. As Bartline tries to bump and bring back to the mat.
Cole can't panic here again. You know, on paper, Blakely Bastien, one of the best wrestlers in the state. If you're Cole, you got to limit the damage now.
Blakely gets a reversal, 9-0. Boy, their studs taking it to ours, and That's where you see that competitive balance piece. They're moved up to Division I for a reason. Again, well-coached team, and these coaches know how to win. So is Bayport. Blakely does love to ride the legs as you see them going in here. That's just part of his style of wrestling. He's going to work that guillotine. And 1 minute to go in the second period. It's 9-0 Bastien. And out of bounds they'll go. So get a fresh start here back in the middle. 53 seconds to go in the second period. Cole Bartline has quite a deficit to come back from, and we'll get some blood time. And we'll send it to Chris.
Dr. Pete Haley and his team at North Star Dental Group have experience. With today's technology, they can do more dentistry in just one visit. Dental implants should last a lifetime. Whether you need a single tooth replacement or a full mouth reconstruction, you get it all done at North Star Dental under one roof. Dr. Pete Haley and North Star Dental Group, changing your life by changing your smile. Just a short drive from Swamico, locations in Appleton and Sheboygan.
We got a great crowd here tonight. Lots of fans on both sides of the bleachers here tonight. Anytime we got Luxemburg-Casco Bayport, it's going to be a fun one to watch. 15-4 is Luxemburg-Casco's advantage at this point, as we're going to head into our heavier weights where, honestly, Bayport has had the advantage, but LC came to wrestle here tonight.
They came to wrestle, like we said, well coached. They've been there. They've done that. They've won state championships. Yes, they're bumping up right now, but does that matter? It doesn't, because the program is building. They believe in each other. They believe in that wrestling room. And they came out wrestling hard tonight, right? We knew they were going to. With 126, probably the worst starting point for Bayport tonight, because they are really strong at that 190, 215, 285, 106, 113. We got a lot of wrestling left to go. This one's going to come down to the end.
Bastien will go back on the top. 9-0 is his lead. 50 seconds to go here in the second period, as Cole Bartline trying to work his way up before that leg comes in. Bastien going to try to get a bump here. And he'll go to the leg instead, as you see Cole scramble out, but not able to get out, and Bastien's going to work to try to throw that leg back in. See Cole do a nice job of swiveling his hips, making sure that Blakely doesn't have the space to get that leg in. Now Cole just needs, really what I'd like to see him do here is come up as that leg comes in to hit that switch. And
absolutely,
it's going to be there. You just got to find it. Bastien will mount the opposite side, and he'll go legs in quickly on that.
That was immediately. Legs are in. He's up 9-0. He's wrestling his match. If you're Cole, you really got to try to work up to your base. Get out here.
And now working a leg Turk, as Cole's able to get that Turk out and work his way up.
In the scouting report I've had is Blake Lee Bastien, just amazing hips. You can see that when he's in control. Cole, there's no space for him to really operate. Blake Lee Bastien, heck of a wrestler, great rider.
Just a suction cup on top.
Like, he is. That's a great explanation.
And there's not many wrestlers you see that have that ability to just be an absolute suction cup.
Yep.
And, I'm thinking of Nolan Skiba from Hortonville. This is one of them, though, and Blakely just that talented. Tyler Bix is out there. He says hi to me. Tyler, love that you watch these events, and great to have you back with us tonight. Hope you're doing well. Cole Bartline chooses neutral in the third period. It's 9-0 for Bastien.
And if you're Cole, I love that. You don't want to pick down in this situation. Let's pick top. Let's get a takedown and minimize the damage that's already been done.
And you see Bastien just working a hard whizzer. Now on the other side working that whizzer. He knows how to whizzer.
He does, and if you're Cole, you got to use that power. Like we said, he is 13, 14 pounds heavier. If you're Cole, you got to use some of that strength. Maybe catch somebody like Blake Lee Bastien.
And we'll get a little blood time here for Cole Bartline.
Tonight's officials registered by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association. Their experience and integrity qualify them to enforce the rules of the game. Are you looking to stay in the game without officials who do not have games? Become an official today. Reach out to your athletic director or the WIAA at WIAAWI.org. Congratulations, Travis Korth, master level official in both football and wrestling, working the final here in team sectional. Also, our other officials tonight helping out that also were the head officials of the semifinals, Jim Ewing, 31 years from Waiawega, master level official, and Chris Kujawa, master level official from Oshkosh. Combined with these three gentlemen out there tonight, they have 69 years of officiating experience. Congratulations on their sectional assignments. And I know we talked with Chris prior to the Bayport-Port Washington matchup. He got assigned state this year.
Heck yeah. Nice for him.
Yeah, congratulations. By the way, they only allow the best to work these type of duels and state tournament, and so congratulations to these guys for the work that they've done to be assigned these awesome opportunities. We see we got news crews here tonight checking out this duel. We see them on the news tonight. Anytime you got Bayport LC in a match of this caliber, number 4 ranked Bayport, number 11 ranked Luxemburg-Casco, it's going to draw some attention.
Absolutely, not only here but throughout the state, because looking ahead, whoever wins this, looking at a number 2 or 3 seed in the Division I state finals.
Yeah, likely.
Especially because you have Rapids going against Kaukauna directly, 1 and 2 in the state, and then Holman, Menominee, 3 and 4 in the state, basically. They're going, so you already have 2 of the top 4 going to get knocked out tonight.
And trust me, we know that because last year Kaukauna was number 1 and we were number 2, and we did not make it to state.
You see Bastien working that hard whizzer again. Just smart wrestler. He knows how to keep that whizzer in.
Absolutely, especially with a 9-0
Cole's cranking
lead.
on it.
Cole is cranking on it.
The referee's going to stop that. 13 seconds to go. We're still 9-0. Could use a takedown here so we don't give up a major decision.
We could. Going to be tough. Blake Lee, experienced. He knows this is important not only for himself but for his team to get that extra bonus point. And he's going to do everything he can to bring Cole down, hold him, ride him out, and get that major decision.
Yeah, up 2 weight classes tonight. He picks up a major decision for the Luxemburg-Casco Spartans. And Blakely Bastien makes that team score 19-4 for Luxemburg-Casco. We'll head up to 165 pounds with Tucker Athey. Likely going to see him wrestle here against Logan Elwinger.
Yeah. I think we might be sending out his older cousin.
So we're going to do a little bump here, have Braden wrestle here instead.
Bayport's got to start to mix things up a little bit. They're in a deficit. Probably weren't expecting to be here. We weren't expecting to have Aloya Schlump lose. I know that for sure, especially via fall. Now you got to start chasing points and mixing things up and looking at the matchups if you're Coach Shefchick and the Pirates.
Werner on for LC.
He'll be wrestling Ethan Werner.
And so Ethan Werner, 31-17 on the season. He lost by fall to Bartline in the regional at 157 pounds. So Braden Athey, 3rd place finisher at the regional at 175 pounds.
Big match for Bayport. You're hoping this senior with all of his experience can come through here. Ethan normally 157. Here you got Braden normally 175. This is what we're talking about when we talk about teams adjusting their lineups, bumping down, trying to find that advantage just to find an extra 1 or 2 bonus points for your team.
Luxemburg-Casco will get the takedown here. And again, they just continue to have the guys that they need to score are out there scoring for them. Ethan Werner, sophomore. And Braden Athey, senior for the Bayport Pirates.
Coach Hansen saying, go get him, Braden. Let's see some of that aggressiveness. Let's see some of that offense by these Pirates here. Instead, in on a beautiful outside ankle pick.
And you can see Ethan Werner's got that leg up high in the air. Not scored yet. 44 seconds to go. It's 3-1 as Werner's going to inside trip, and you see Braden scrambling.
Got to watch that knee.
Werner's
there.
got that leg high in the air. That's trouble. And he'll pick up the takedown. 6-1 quickly here for Ethan Werner as Braden's going to work a switch. 20 seconds to go. We're in short time. Let's get a score here from Braden.
Braden just got to get up. Maybe
and he's going to get the reversal.
Two. Beautiful job there in short time by Braden Athey.
Stayed on that switch. Just didn't let it go. 10 seconds to go.
Absolutely. It looked like originally he only went about 3/4, but he had that arm in deep.
Now working a cradle with 3 seconds to go. And we've got time. So 6-3 as we finish out that first period. Advantage for Werner, and it is Luxemburg-Casco's choice. He's going to defer. Braden Athey choosing top.
I like that. You could see his confidence in the first match running his cradle series. There again, he got the reversal, and what did he do? Went right to that cradle series once again. I expect to see a breakdown in some form of a cradle here in the beginning of this period.
Anytime you choose top, you got to get that quick breakdown.
You do. You got a combination wrestle, right? Whether you're going to ankle and then you go to a cradle, or if you usually like to break down an elbow or a wrist and get the cradle, do your favorite move. You took top for a reason because you're good at one specific move. You got to go and do that.
And Werner working for some hand control as you see
Athey
gets the cradle locked up.
There's that cradle series. He loves this. He's very good. Has a tendency sometimes to get a little sloppy. Got to keep this tight.
134,
There
130.
it is.
And he'll bring him to his back here.
And he's got a knee in this side. This is going to be tough. Settle in.
Well, he's digging tight to get that lock tight.
Settle in. You got a lot of time here. He's trying to lift that leg, but instead get that knee in there. Maybe a little chin in the shoulder.
As Werner's trying to break those fingers, it is tight.
You have to adjust if you're Braden. Keep on those hands on the defensive. Lock it in tight.
We're at 1 minute to go in the second period. Referee showing a 4 near fall here for Braden Athey, but more importantly, we're looking for this pin.
Braden's got a lot of time here. Now he's got that leg locked. If he can kick that leg out, you see he's trying to kick that ankle out, get it up in the air. There it is. He kicked it out. Now he should be tight.
And the Werner does a nice job to break that.
He does. Little
4 near fall.
Too much time, and that puts Braden Athey up 7-6. Just what Pirates fans needed. I don't want to see any suicide cradles here if you're Braden Athey. I know that's one of his moves, but let's just not do that. We got a 7-6 advantage.
Werner just going to work some wrist control, he's hanging on hard to that hand so it doesn't get cross-faced.
10 seconds
and that's okay.
left.
Work there. 5 seconds to go. Make sure he doesn't score on this. Just break him back down. Nice job.
Good mat return.
7-6. It is Luxemburg-Casco's choice, and I guarantee he's not going to choose bottom.
Yeah.
And he'll choose neutral.
Good call on that bottom. He did not have a very successful time there. So if you're Braden, now you got to get that takedown.
That's exactly right. So be aggressive here. You go get it.
Big matchup here tonight, Ryan. Big matchup.
7-6 is your advantage for Braden Athey from Bayport against Ryan Werner. I'm sorry, Ethan Werner. I said Ryan, I meant Ethan.
Deputy.
Yeah, I was. Deputy Werner is one of our school resource officers. His name is Ryan, so sorry about that.
Get around,
and he gets the takedown, so 10-6 is your score.
Big win as we start jostling weight classes here for Bayport. This is where things get interesting if you're the Pirates. On paper, you love these matchups going forward. Can we get the points? Can we get the team points to kind of meet that goal, right? We want to get to state. We need to win these matches going forward.
Well, you can see LC's going to bump up a few of their guys to try to have a little competitive advantage for themselves. And
Braden working that cradle again, Ryan. We've seen it a few times here today, and I'm okay with going over off the mat.
So 51 seconds to go. It's a 10-6 lead for Braden Athey. Ethan Werner is going to have to get up off the bottom if he has any chance in this match, as Braden Athey is just completely in control on top.
You can hear the crowd starting to get invested. They know it. We know it. Both sides. And there it is, Ryan. Like you said, he's got to be on the move early.
And so he'll pop up to his feet as Braden will just pick the leg up and bring him back down.
Work his combination. As long as Braden breaks him down, gets him on his belly, Bayport is in the advantage here.
35 seconds to go in this match. It's a 10-6 lead for Bayport. Braden Athey, the senior, wrestling 175 this weekend, but 165 tonight. His cousin Tucker Athey will be bumping up to 175 for the next match. And Athey going to try to lock that cradle back up with 7 seconds to go. And Werner up to his feet. 10-7. You see he's going to scramble hard, and he's not going to be able to score. And we'll get the decision. 10-6 for Braden Athey.
Huge match for the Pirates. Hopefully that is the start of a little momentum.
Let's see a run happen here as we'll go to 175 and Tucker Athey. Not sure if we're going to see Kelvin Henderson or if we're going to see someone different. Last weekend it could also be Logan Ellwinger, who's ranked number 15 in the state, but lost to Tucker Athey 10-0 last week. So we'll just pay attention, let you know. Or are they going to bring Kelvin Halverson in, who beat Braden Athey 12-9 last weekend? So we'll see.
And it looks like we got a matchup of two freshman phenom. Logan Ellwinger, 32-14 on the year. Lost to Tucker 10-0, but ranked number 15 in the state. Two really talented freshmen.
And Tucker Athey, both of these guys normally 165-pounders. Tucker Athey ranked number 9 in the state. So number 9 versus number 15. Again, Tucker with a 10-0 win last weekend at regionals in the final.
In a little bit of research I'd done, watch out for Logan Ellwinger. He likes to throw. He likes to toss. You might see a little bit more conservative Tucker Athey just for that reason. They've wrestled each other quite a bit through the years. Both are freshmen. Both phenomenal freshman athletes this year.
So 1:20 to go here in the first period. You see Tucker get in on a nice shot. He goes to the right and out switches to the left.
And Tucker's so strong, so long. Once he gets in, he's very capable. And this is where we're talking about throws and rolls. You got to be careful right here if you're Tucker. If you're Tucker, you just got to keep rolling here.
Again, Ellwinger 32-14 on the season. Took second in regionals last weekend to Tucker Athey.
He's just holding on to that ankle.
Tucker Athey 38-8. First in regionals, beat Ellwinger. He wrestled Ellwinger also in the Muskego Spartan duels, beat him 9-3. So no points scored here yet with 35 seconds to go. As each guy trying to find that moment where they can get a position that's going to score for them. And you see Tucker back in on a nice shot. He shoots low. I love these low, like Smith-type shots, right? John Smith shots. And then it forces Ellwinger to have to
needs to crawl up here. This is going to be great outcome here for Tucker. He's going to look for his offense here.
As he's got the leg hook, this is scoring.
That's points.
5 seconds. Tucker trying to come out the back door. Ellwinger is going to keep scrambling. No points scored for either wrestler. And it's 0-0 as we finish out that first period. It is Bayport's choice. Bayport will defer. Ellwinger were looking for the takedown just as bad as Tucker was. Neither of them did score. I agree with the call, actually.
I agree.
Great call
100%.
by the referees. The leg was hooked. I thought he had it, but he just hadn't popped his shoulder out, and that was why.
He was trying to get a few near fall there. Could have probably just came around, got the 3.
So Ellwinger will take the down position. As you see Tucker Athey working an arm bar. And now arm bar comes in again, and just going to continue to work hard from the top position, keep control.
And I tell you, if you're Logan Ellwinger, you've lost to Tucker twice. Once 9-3, once 10-0. The tighter this match gets, the more your confidence builds. I lost to him by 10 last time. Now it's 0-0 in the third. Anything can happen. If you're Tucker, you got to take that away, right? You got to score some points here and get that momentum going on your side.
Tucker trying to lift that leg for a Turk. It's not there, so he'll continue to work the arm bars. He likes that coffee grinder. And now he's going to get the arm bar in and work at a half.
Work a half right there.
Jump, and go.
There he goes. And the Bayport crowd are stomping on their feet. We got 1 minute here.
And we've got a 4 count on a near fall. Settle in, Tucker. 55 seconds to go in this second period.
Drive that knee into the chest and flip those hips.
You see
Drive
Elwinger
that
doing
knee into his
everything
chest.
he can.
Drive that knee. Drive that knee right into that chest.
Well,
So
he's
you
a
see,
bad
there
way.
go the flips. There go the oh, and he got out. It wasn't in deep, but Ford, great job by Tuck. And he's right back on him.
Oh,
There's
what a
the
nice
throws
job.
that we were talking about. You got to watch these.
What a nice job by Elwinger to bridge
never
out of
mind.
that.
It was the same. No change of possession there.
So 7-0 is going to be, make it 4-0 is going to be your score. It's a 4 near fall picked up
4 near
by
fall.
Tucker Athey.
4-0.
He gets that 4 near fall to make it 4-0. 23 seconds to go in the second period. You saw Elwinger come up and try to hit that kind of reverse neck toss.
You know, talking to Mike Athey earlier, these guys have been wrestling forever. There's a few keys to this match. Tucker's wrestled perfectly. Now I just want to see a little bit more of this offense because I do believe we can get a fall here.
What I really love is him working that coffee grinder to an armbar. Now trying to get a double armbar in. 5 seconds to go in the second period. And we'll finish this period up 4-0. Tucker Athey up, and let's choose down. Tucker's choice. He's going to choose top.
Again, the scouting report, Tucker on top. Tucker in control of the match. Let's turn them. Let's get some bonus points.
Well, you can
That's
see
what the coaches are thinking.
Logan Elwinger's got that shoulder taped up, and that means he's got something going on there. So you just keep cranking.
And folks, this is a sport of wrestling. If I am Tucker, I am working on that shoulder as much as I possibly can. That is the sport. It's a grind. And it all comes down to this for your team to advance to the state championship. Another great low ankle pick by Tucker.
Yeah, much credit here to Logan Elwinger. Comes up really quick when Tucker chose that top position. Saw Elwinger come up and score the escape quickly, so that he couldn't work those arm bars. So we are neutral right now, where Tucker's in on that low shot, and we're just in a scramble here. So we're neutral. It's 4-1.
Don't panic
Tucker
if
come
you're
up.
Tucker, and here comes those throws. Like we said, half that. Drive it, Tucker. There it is. Turn and pin.
So it's a 3 takedown. 2 near fall awarded also on that. So 7.
9-1. There's our bonus. 5 points. 4.
And you're going to see Elwinger just reach back trying to grab head now because he's just going to try to throw a roll here.
And if you're Tucker, this is where you got to be careful. I want to see him keep being aggressive, keep working his match, because when you let up for 1 second, that's when an athlete and a wrestler like Logan Elwinger can throw you.
Luxemburg-Casco given a warning for stalling here. 50 seconds to go. He is not doing anything from the bottom, and that is going to show here again really quickly. 35 seconds to go.
You see a little topsy-turvy.
Ref's got to stop this. Stop this.
No, look at Tucker.
Oh, that's a bad play. Stop it. Thank you. Oof. Anytime you got that leg going up the back, you got to stop it for potentially dangerous.
And Tucker finds himself in that spot, and what does he do? He doesn't let up. He's like, if I keep going, I'm going to turn him. Great move by Tucker.
The referee going to come check with the head table. So 30 seconds. He's going to count it down to 25 seconds. Clock must have not started somewhere. So Tucker Athey's on top. We got 25 seconds to go, basically. 9-1 is your major decision advantage right now.
If you're Tucker, watch out for a Granby here. Exactly. There it is. Little running, little rolling, and instead Tucker's going to
stay in there.
That should be 2.
2 near fall on that. As you saw Elwinger try to hit a Granby, and Tucker stopped him.
Try to get it again here. There it is. Could be a few more team points if you're Tucker. I don't think he's got it quite there.
3 seconds. And we'll get an 11-1 win for Tucker Athey.
Hey, great job by Tucker going out there. That's back-to-back wins if you're Bayport. Got to be excited about that because we're going into an area where in the past, I don't know how much bumping they're able to do in these spots. The momentum has absolutely shifted in this duel. You can feel it in the gymnasium.
And so we'll head to 190 pounds with Bayport up 19-11. We'll have to see who they're going to throw in here at 190 pounds for LC. Devlin Valle will be your wrestler for Bayport. LC's got to report first. Caleb Salentine is your wrestler that we normally would have here. Valle pinned him last weekend in 37 seconds. But I'm wondering if they're going to bump somebody here. So I'm just going to, we'll take a look and let you know. Possibly Kelvin Henderson. So Kelvin Henderson is going to move up here to wrestle Devlin at 190.
Devlin not slowing down. Devlin starting that offense right away.
So Kelvin Henderson is a junior. He beat Braden Athey last weekend 12-9. Devlin Valle at 190 finished second in his regional. Henderson finished second in his regional, but at 175 pounds. Should be a good match here. So again, 19-11 is your score. Luxemburg-Casco is either going to have to forfeit one of their lower weights or put somebody out who hasn't had much varsity experience. We'll see what they do there. But they just don't have numbers there. So they're trying to work that scoreboard. And we're still 0-0, 1:10 to go in the first period.
These are some of the matches when you're Luxemburg-Casco and you're moving your athletes. You're moving Mason, Bollinger, Blakely, Bastien. Got a couple victories there, but what happens up here when you start running out? These are the matches. Devin Valle got to beat Kelvin Henderson here if you're the Bayport Pirates, based on the matchups, based on bumping up.
And where we've got advantages in these next couple of weights, you got to pick up pins.
Absolutely. Bonus points are huge. I love Devlin actually on the attack here. I saw a little shot going into the leg. That's what happens in a team sport, individual sport like this, when you get that momentum on your side. And if you're Bayport, you've won a couple in a row here. You want to keep that momentum going.
So 20 seconds ago, we hit short time here in the first period. Still 0-0. No real advantage for either wrestler yet. We haven't seen anybody truly try to hit anything. And we'll finish out this first period with no takedown. It'll be 0-0 as we head into the second period. And there's your time. So it is Luxemburg-Casco's choice. I'm going to imagine they'll defer. Never mind, he's going to choose down. So Kelvin Henderson will choose down. And Devlin will go on top opposite side here. Get a breakdown.
Get a breakdown, look for a cradle.
He is a cradle wrestler, likes that position. He's going to look for it. Work it off the cross faces. You see him hook the leg, kind of turk that leg up.
Devin just trying to get him down here, break him down to his base.
Henderson pops up even though the crossface is in. Devlin's got to bring him back to the mat.
Here, Dev.
There he will. So out of bounds they'll go. Nice job by Devlin to keep in the offensive position. 1:31, second period. Still 0-0. And Devlin going to try to work that crossface again. As Henderson pops up to his feet, he'll get the escape. So 1-0 Luxemburg-Casco. And now we got to see Devlin get on offense here.
And of course, the scouting report is not Devlin's going to be a super aggressive guy from his feet, and teams know that. So if you're Kelvin Henderson, are you willing to take those shots, or do you want to circle out here and be happy with a 1-0 lead with your choice in the third period?
I'd like to see Devlin just get offensive here. Let's not be happy with a 1-0 lead. Let's get on the offense, take a shot, take a chance. As you see, Henderson takes a shot.
Surprising shot here. This is where Devlin can be dangerous.
Likes the front headlock position, but out of bounds they're going to go.
Hey, and a great job by Kelvin. He didn't quite get it, and instead of standing pat in that front headlock, he kept his feet moving, not giving Devlin a chance to circle behind and stuff the head.
Well, yeah, and what you did is you just showed the ref that I can make this kid go out of bounds, and, that's not going to work to your advantage.
Great shot by Devlin.
Yeah, nice shucking shot, just didn't get the leg. We're at short time, 15 seconds, as we finish up the second period. It is 1-0 Henderson. Devlin just got away with grabbing a headgear pretty hard.
Yeah, I think I saw that pretty good, but referee didn't see it. And now we got parents mad about it. And guess what? The wrestler's mad about it. And if that's in his head right now, advantage Devlin Valle.
Well, and you know why it wasn't illegal? As Mike Frieder would say, the ref didn't call it. Mr. Frieder, we know is out there watching tonight. And
I take that back. I apologize. It was Devlin's choice.
So Devlin did have the choice. It's 1-1.
1-1. We've been in this spot a few times with Devlin.
1:40 to go here in this third period. Great match so far between these two. See, Devlin likes that little shuck. I love the shuck, but shuck and shoot.
Shuck and shoot.
As we go head-to-head on each other here, trying to find the position they need to get into their offense. Devlin's going to wait on he seriously likes to wait on the front headlock series. So
he does.
He wants Henderson to take a shot so that he can go front headlock, which is great. But defense is not your best offense in wrestling. Offense is your offense, and let's go get it. 1 minute.
Neither wrestler really willing to tie, neither wrestler really willing to shoot. Both wrestlers kind of the same style.
Can't give up this decision here. We've got to have the win. 45 seconds to go. Henderson takes a nice fireman's carry shot. Valle's going to scramble. Nothing scored yet. Henderson's going to get a free takedown.
That's going to be the three at the end.
That's well done by him. That fireman's was there.
It was, and he knew Devlin wasn't going to take a shot, so when you press the advantage, you control the tempo, good things happen to you.
29 seconds with a 4-1 lead by Henderson. Now Devlin's got to get after him. 23 seconds. A takedown wins the match for him. Nothing to wait for here, Devlin. You got to go. 15 seconds.
I've read this book before. I've seen this show before, Ryan. What are we going to change? Are we going to get after it?
8 seconds to go.
Or is history going to repeat itself? Let's go, Dev. Got to get something.
And Luxemburg-Casco is going to pick up a huge decision here. 4-2 win. And they'll get 3 more points to make it 22-11.
Devlin pointing at the ref. Apparently something might have been said. I believe we may have something happening here with a team point, Ryan. And there was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called. We called it earlier with the fans complaining, and that little touch of the headgear lost his cool and said something in the handshake line right at the end. Costed him 1 big point.
So it goes to 21-11, and better heads have to prevail in those situations. As we get Luke Weinberg coming here at 2:15. And Luke has had a good year against Luxemburg-Casco. Let's hope we can keep that momentum going. My assumption is we're going to see Aaron Delabrew. Lucas Weinberg, the junior. So Caleb Selentine will be your guy.
Bumping him up from 190. If you're Luke here, you got to set the pace. You got to take it to him, and you need to get a pin here for the Pirates.
And why Selentine? Well, I'll tell you, because he's a senior. And so he's going to have that advantage of mat time.
And you know they told him, listen, we've got pinned in this position at 190 the last 3 times we've wrestled Bayport. You just go out there, do your job, don't give up bonus points. So if you're Luke, be on the constant attack. good things will happen just like that.
Nice takedown by Luke Weinberg. Last weekend, Devlin Valle pinned this wrestler from Luxemburg-Casco in 37 seconds. And so, but he's 17-10 on the season as opposed to the normal 215, who is Aaron Delabrew, who is 13-22 on the season. Either way, Weinberg should have the advantage, and he's got to go after him. He's got to get the pin.
And I tell you what, Luke's up for the challenge. He's built for this. This is what he's been training for. Luke's going to go out there and get it done.
Guarantee the coaches from Luxemburg-Casco said, listen, we just need you to get out there and not give up 6.
Don't get pinned. We've got pinned at 215 every time against Bayport. Go do your job for the team. Minimize the damage. You see Luke, he's going to work it, though.
He loves that cradle like many of those Pirates do, and he's going to work that cradle.
And you can see Caleb. He's just going to peel the hands, do what he can. I guarantee you we should see at least one stalling call here.
25 seconds to go here in this first period. 3-0 Weinberg. Weinberg going to hit that crossface. Now he's going to go cradle. 15 seconds. And you see Henderson break that. I'm sorry, Salentine break that.
Salentine's not going to do much here, Ryan. He knows his job. He knows what his job for this team is.
See Weinberg running a power half to death. Love it. 3-0. See Weinberg jump up. He's ready.
He's ready. He's got a new haircut. He's freshly shaved. The football blonde is gone. He's ready to roll. Here is mom, Sarah. Let's go, Luke.
I could hear her from across
hear
the
that
gym.
all the time.
You see a nice little sit out here by Luke Weinberg.
Want to see the motor out of Luke here. Want to see the motor here. Want to see the motor. And take it to him, Luke.
And so Luke will square up. He'll get the reversal.
There he is.
I'd say let him go. Let's wrestle on our feet with this guy.
Because he's not gonna wrestle offensively on the bottom. What's he gonna do? He's gonna sit there and try not to get pinned. He is gonna turtle. Luke needs to get off the side, kind of press the issue a little bit. Make the referee call it, right? You don't want to stay on his hips.
Well, let's go armbar here. I know he wants to work that crossface cradle, but let's go armbar. Make him show his hips. Can't believe we have not seen a stalling call yet.
I can't believe we haven't seen a stall call yet.
There
it is. Good call. We knew that was going to happen, but they're happy with that, Ryan. They're happy with it because they're not getting pinned. They're not being aggressive. They're not making mistakes. And instead,
his head has been nowhere but on the mat.
Luke goes for a half Nelson. It's just peeled, head on the mat, hips to the opposite side, ensuring that no offense can happen. They're going to call it again here at least once. And if you're Luke, yes, now take it back.
33 seconds. You see Salentine doing a nice job to break the hands. 25 seconds to go. A 5-0 lead at the end of this period is not good enough. Luke's just got to turn it on here.
And you can see the defensive posture that he's taken. There's another one. There it is. That's what we're talking about. We're going to keep.
That picks up another point for Weinberg. 6-0 is your lead.
Can't give up points here. 6-0, a whole nother period. And let me tell you, looking at the scoreboard right now, bonus points are huge.
Got to have it. 6-0, Weinberg. It's Luxemburg-Casco's choice. He's got to go neutral. Coaches are going to say, we got to have a chance, so go neutral.
Got to have a chance. Crowd starting to get into it.
Luke's got to turn it up here.
He does. I want to see a little bit of offense. He got in great on a double earlier. Got to finish it this time. Let's go. Instead, we see switch to a double, Luke.
Salentine catches them in a neck wrench on the way down, but Luke able to bridge through.
That was never going to happen. I kind of held my breath for a second, but knew Luke would get out of it. That's what you can't have happen. But this is what Luke's going to do.
Finish, Luke Weinberg. Finish.
There it is. Keep that. Keep it. There it is.
Ooh, he didn't catch the half on the way down, so no near fall.
Wow, surprised there wasn't at least two.
9-0 is your score. 1:15 to go. I say push them away. Let's wrestle on our feet.
And if you're Caleb Salentine, the senior, you almost had that head throw. Great job by Luke. He wasn't giving that up. That's just pure tenacity.
Wow.
Get out of it.
Neck wrench was
Be
there,
careful,
and he tried
really,
it.
be careful here, Luke. I don't want to see any of this. Get your hips back, getting a little high.
9-0.
There's another stalling.
Now it goes 10-0.
Ooh,
so it's the
Luxemburg-Casco fan.
third stalling warning. If he gets a fourth, that's 2 points. If he gets a fifth, that's a match. So 10-0 is your lead. 40 seconds.
There's
and
another
stalling
They are
call.
not happy. I'll tell you why. It's because of the coaches and the bench giving him the business. Referees don't like to be upstage like that.
12-0. And by the way, when you get that 2-point stalling call, it's choice. Hang on a second. It gets to be choice for Bayport. And Luke is going to choose neutral.
Just clearing this up, Ryan. Because of that 2-point penalty for stalling, Bayport's choice. So it doesn't have to be top or bottom. It can be anything Luke wants. Takedown here, 5 points for Bayport. Go get it, Luke.
Yeah.
Go get it, Luke.
In the midst of getting it, try to
a
get him to his
pin
back
move here, but you can see
at least
the
get the
defensive
takedown.
posture. You can see the
20
defense.
seconds.
Got to get it if you're Luke Weinberg.
Just score. Just score. You see Salentine holding on to the leg for dear life as he tries to come through on a Peterson
there
roll
it is.
stop there. Luke
And
Weinberg is going to get the tech fall.
We needed. And lady, I'm telling you, that one bonus point now that Luxemburg-Casco had taken away could prove huge in tonight's match, because this is when the Pirates get on a roll.
So 21-16 is your score as we head into the heavyweight bout. Luxemburg-Casco up 21-16.
And that's 4 matches in a row, 4 W's for the Pirates, right? We got to keep it going here, and then the all-important next 3 matches. I like where we're at. Owen Waukee, our hammer.
So Kelvin Bohm will be your wrestler for Luxemburg-Casco. Warden pinned him last weekend in 340 at the regional. Bohm weighing in tonight at 282 pounds. Warden weighed in about 240, 242, something like that. Bohm 14-11 on the season. He was second in the regional to Warden last weekend. Warden 29-9, ranked number 14 in the state. Again, pinned Bohm last weekend in 340. I didn't see the match. I'm going to guess it was a cradle.
Our upper weights do like their cradle series, no doubt about it. And if you're Alex here, you don't have to pressure. There's no pressure. Wrestle your match. The fall will come because you're a phenomenal athlete and your strength and your training is going to pay off. So don't try to get tricky. Don't do anything stupid. Wrestle smart and wrestle your match. And there's that length. Oh, that might.
Referee said no, foot went out of bounds, no points scored.
And that's okay, Alex. Deep breath here, man.
Now keep in mind, Luxemburg-Casco has either a hole at 103 or 113, or they're going to put one of their girl wrestlers in. We'll see what happens there. Advantage to Bayport at 106 and 113.
And 120 Owen Waukee.
And Waukee either going to wrestle 120 or 126, depending on what they decide to do there. Blahowiak is their 120-pounder. Waukee beat him 8-0 in the finals last week, with Blahowiak last year a fourth-place state finisher in Division II. So they have a guy yet, and I think Bayport's going to try to figure out how to match up there. So 32 seconds, no points scored here yet, 0-0. And if we can pick up a pin here at heavyweight, Bayport takes the lead. So 21-16 is Luxemburg-Casco's advantage right now.
Warden,
as you see Warden bring him down to his back in a double.
And right to his back, 14, short time, that's the fall right there. There it is! There it is!
Bayport picks up that pin in 150. And senior Alex Warden is going to help Bayport Pirates go up 22-21 as we head into the 106-pound weight class.
And the crowd is going wild. And it looks like Bayport is going to throw out Oliver Shefchik. We don't know, and We don't know what is going to happen, but it looks like Caden Zarin's going to go in. And Jakayla Steinhorst, the sophomore, is probably going to be wrestling 113, that means.
So Caden Starren will bump
Caden
down.
Caden Zarin, the freshman, actually typically wrestles 106. Went up to 113 in regionals because you said it earlier, Ryan. That 106 class is very talented. They knew they would be able to pick up some bonus points and actually get a couple W's. So if you're Oliver Shevchik here today, you got to go and take it to him.
So Oliver Shevchik wrestled him at the Spartan duels or the Luxemburg-Casco duels. Tech followed him 15-0. And last weekend, Riley Holowinski at 113 wrestled Zarin. And Tech followed them 18-0. So advantage Bayport here as we take on Luxemburg-Casco at these lower weights. And we'll get the first takedown with Oliver Shevchik. 3-0 is your advantage.
Bayport right now sensing it. The crowd cheering for every takedown, Ryan. I tell you, there isn't a better atmosphere than this.
So possibly going to see Jakayla Steinhorst come in at 113 to wrestle Riley Holowinski. And so we'll watch for that. And I don't see any reason why Luxemburg-Casco forfeits at 113. They're going to at least give it a try. Don't know anything about Jakayla other than her being a sophomore wrestler. In the meantime, let's stick to 106 and let's get something here from Oliver as he continues to work. 45 seconds to go.
And again, on paper, right? Bayport has tech fouled these guys twice, so look for a few more stalling calls here because they're just going to hold on to that arm over the head and not really trying to do much else.
They've been well coached to hold on to the hands tonight. Get hand control so that they can't work cradles, they can't work power halves, can't work arm bars. Now, friends, let's go back to the beginning of this dual meet where you take the number 2, number 3 ranked wrestlers at 126. Carson Newbert wrestling Aloyas Schlump. Newbert runs up monster of a half and pins Aloyas to start this thing out 6-0. Huge start for Luxemburg-Casco.
Huge start for LC.
But as we get deeper into this thing, and now with 4 weight classes to go at 106, Bayport up 3-0. And so Zarin will choose neutral. Oliver Shevchik 29-14 in his freshman campaign. Took 4th at regionals last weekend at a stacked 106-pound weight class.
Look at him bringing that head down violently. I love it. Trying to keep it. Got in a little too close, but good job by Oliver.
Nice job. You see Zarin reached out to grab the leg, and Oliver just kept pressure down, spun and scored. 6-0. I say we go neutral here. Push him away. Let's wrestle away.
Let's go get points. Casco in the matches they weren't expected to win on paper. Not being super aggressive here tonight, Ryan. They've been coached well. They know it's going to be a tight match. And they're not trying to make any mistakes.
Again, dual meet scored 22-21 for Bayport. 4 matches left, including this one here. Winner of this duel will wrestle at Team State March 6th and 7th in Madison at the Fieldhouse. Unbelievably cool atmosphere. If you've never had a chance to go watch Team State, maybe this is the year where you come watch Bayport wrestle at Team State.
Great experience.
We'll find out in a couple more matches here, but come down and watch it. It is an amazing experience. Referee's going to call stalling on Bayport.
I tell you, the fans are not helping their team at all in this dual meet.
Oliver will say, let's go neutral. So 6-1 now. 41 seconds to go in the second period.
Snap that down.
I think
go get
Oliver
an
should
ankle.
just stay on his feet here. Just wrestle on your feet.
I agree.
He's the better wrestler, no doubt.
Go get that takedown, Oliver.
Zarin's kind of a long kid.
There's that power. You can see Oliver just stuff that takedown, but he gets in a little too close.
Zarin weighed in at 98 pounds, so it's
Oliver's strength.
Tall, lanky. 14 seconds to go. Let's break that hand and let's get around. Again, just
there you go.
Hang on.
Run
He's going to work a
good job by Oliver.
9-1 is your advantage as we'll finish out the second period. And it'll be Shevchik's choice. May as well go down. We'll see what coaches want to do.
Coach is confident in Oliver. I like it. He's dominated on his feet. I know we're up 8, but if we can do that, cut him again.
Coach Brad Shefchuk says, let's go neutral, so that's where we'll start 9-1. See Zarin tries a little slide by, not there.
Now Oliver, he's like, whoa, he almost threw me.
Great. Nice fireman's.
Great fireman.
Stay
Got
in
to
there.
finish
Stay in
it.
there.
Keep that elbow. Keep that elbow, Oliver. He can go to his back. Keep that elbow.
Zarin hanging on for dear life. Well done with that long body.
That's that length there. Got him back at least up a little bit, but Oliver can finish this.
Oliver switched to a double.
Switch to a double. There it is. Keep that leg. Stay in between that leg.
And I'll tell you what, the coaches from Luxemburg-Casco are going to say, yeah, this is a win if it doesn't turn out tech fall or pin.
Absolutely. Oliver just needs one turn here.
1:10 to go in the third period as Oliver Shefchuk continues to work on top with Zarin doing really nothing.
Zarin hasn't done anything in this match, and, you know.
Shefchuk has been called for stalling. .53 to go.
Holding on to that hand. There it is.
There's the stalling from LC. So we got a stalling apiece here. Referee's going to stop so he can get off guard back in.
You hear coaches yelling, Ollie, you need 2 takedowns. We need you to go get on your horse.
43 seconds.
Let's go get those points.
Guarantees Zarin's been told, hang on.
Snap it down and get around it. Oliver just trying to do anything to get the first
Shuck
one.
it. Spin and shuck.
Shuck that one, get around.
There's
there it
the
is.
takedown. Let him
now
go.
You cut him.
And so he'll let him go. We got 1 point escape. 15-3. One more takedown wins this by a tech
Oliver's
fall.
still in a good spot here. He's still in a good spot.
Finish it.
Still in a good spot.
He's got
Short
the fireman,
time.
17 seconds.
Keep a foot in.
Zarin's going to hook the leg to try to stop that fireman's. 10 seconds to go.
Keep that foot in. I don't want to start back from neutral. I trust Ollie. Can he get this? Can he get this? Trying to get to the 2.
3 seconds. And nothing scored there.
Hey.
Major decision for Oliver Shefchuk.
Boy, he did everything. He tried everything. Coaches told him 44 seconds left. We need 2. He did everything he could. Just came a little bit short, but great effort by Oliver. He never gave up, never stopped moving.
It's time for 113 pounds.
So 26-21 is your team score.
And that's 6 matches in a row won by the Bayport Pirates.
Well, you know, that's what we needed to see. We needed to get that fire under us, and let's get out there and win some matches. And that's where we're at. So we'll head to 113 pounds, Riley Holowinski. And Riley Holowinski will wrestle Jacayla Steinhorst. She's a sophomore. Riley a freshman. Riley 24-17 on the season.
Tough spot, Riley.
Quick snap down to a cradle position.
Whip snap down. Riley just got to do everything he can here to get a fall, Ryan.
Working a snowplow cradle. Again, they haven't really wrestled anybody here in this 113 or 106. It kind of moves Zarin around. But when you're in a duel like this, you got to put someone on the mat. And that's what they did here with Jacayla. You see Riley gets a nice, he's going to come around on this cradle because he can't get on the top.
Now he just lifts
pick
her
it up. And I tell you, when I was coaching wrestling, any of my guys who had to wrestle a girl, I always said, work the neck.
Step through. Step through. There it is.
Oh, he's going to step through. Bring her
there
to
it
her
is.
back.
Good night.
He's got that head lifted high. Just settle in. 105 to go.
Now is when you use your knuckles underneath that head. You push it down into that chest, boy. It's tough to breathe in this situation.
It'll be interesting to see what Luxemburg-Casco is going to do with Blahowiak.
Who reports first at 120?
I don't know, to be honest with you. Didn't pay attention. I should have. For Riley Holowinski. 28 seconds to go. So 120 pounds normally would be Onwaki, Bayport's senior captain, stud, 41-2. And he beat Blahowiak last weekend, who took 4th in state last year as a junior.
And there's the
pin.
fall. Huge, Huge fall by Bayport there.
Nice job by Riley Holowinski to come out and get that pin. He'll get the pin in 1:48 and picks up that 6 points for the Pirates. Needed that 6 points, make it 32-21. There's 2 more matches to go. This is not a done deal, my friends. And we've got 2 more matches to go, but we do have Owen Waukee to come. He reports first. I think they have to send Blahowiak here, but I don't know what they're going to do.
They just said go. We're getting a forfeit.
that
And that's
means
it.
The Bayport Pirates will qualify.
That is it. They did not want to take the chance of wrestling. Very surprising. Very surprising that LC wouldn't throw Blahowiak to at least have a shot. Really surprising,
So
Ryan.
Braden Hamill come out here at 126.
Hey, congratulations to Bayport.
They will be going to the state tournament.
State. Great job.
He's going to wrestle Carson Blahowiak.
7 straight wins by the Pirates, and now, 8 straight wins by the Pirates.
Well, here's the deal. I think Luxemburg-Casco understands there's a couple of guns here, right? You've got Braden. You've got Braden Hamill. You've got Owen Waukee. The duel is over. So why have Carson go out against the best that we've got and instead give the chance for Blahowiak to get a win over Braden Hamill, finish his night out with something against Braden here. We'll see. He gets the first takedown. Again, Blahowiak is a senior, 4th in state last year, ranked this year number 7 at 120 pounds. Waukee beat him last weekend 8-0 in the finals of the regional. And they're going to see each other again this weekend, I would assume.
But Ryan, here you are. You're down 10. Could you get a win? Can you send out your senior against Owen Waukee to try to get the win? And, if you do, there's that possibility that the next match could mean something.
Well, regardless, LC decided that we're going to give them their chance. Yep.
And Bayport back to state for the first time in 2 years.
Taking out perennial power Luxemburg-Casco in a really awesome, just an awesomely charged duel tonight. Well done by the Bayport Pirates to finish this thing up as we have Braden Hamill out here with 40 seconds to go. Down 3-0, wrestling tough. There's nothing there yet, and they'll go out of bounds. So Braden Hamill, as a sophomore, he qualified for state as a freshman at 106. Spent most of the season at 132. And, when you've got Owen Waukee and you've got Aloysius Schlumpf and weights that he might be at otherwise, he had to bump up. And he's had a tough season. But he's given it his all. He took third at the regional last weekend. He's 22-18 on the season. And so, and Braden weighed in tonight at 128, so able to wrestle 126-pound weight class. And he's going to need to stay down to 126 for postseason, too. As we go to the state tournament, we're going to need him to have that flexibility. So, wrestling a smart match as we finish up the first period here with Blahowiak up 3-0. Again, Blahowiak, a 4th-place finisher at state last year. He's going to defer. Hamill's last year's state qualifier. Going to go neutral. He's got to go neutral. I think that's a smart choice.
Great choice. All the length. You don't want to go down. Blahowiak, good rider. Good leg rider.
Blahowiak gets in a shot. Hamill got hard hips down. That's what he needs to do. Blahowiak's going to keep trying to bring that in. You see Hamill break that. Goes for his own shot. Blahowiak rolls through. And we'll get a takedown for Hamill.
At least. Oh,
out of bounds, they'll go no near fall.
Great takedown by Braden Hamill, though.
What I love there, something we haven't seen enough of this year, is the attack off the attack. So he was able to break that shot position by Blahowiak, and then he takes his own shot and finishes 3-3 is your score. So 1:20 to go here in the second period as you see Hamill on top is in control with the wrist. And he's going to roll through here. Score near fall.
And
referee's got swipes.
Swipes that should be.
Only single swipes is what we got. So no points scored. He's still got the arm bar. Still able to run it.
And
He's got a wrist and an arm bar.
Got to be careful that doesn't come up the shoulder blades. Keep her level, keep her straight.
And now he's going to try to work a double arm bar, but maybe looking for the half on the other side. This is Hamill's bread and butter. He likes to be in this position. You see Blahowiak kind of sucking that wrist into his body, trying to not get any advantage position there for Hamill.
Hamill just trying to get that arm in a little deeper, and he does. There, you got to run it violently, and there it is.
Nice job
Great
to run that.
Holy
Settle
cow,
in here, Hamill.
Are we looking at 9 straight victories here by Bayport?
Come on, Hamill, settle in. Sit through. 24 seconds to go. He's going to pick up at least a 4 near fall on this. Let's get a pin instead.
Got at least 4. I'd like to see him sit out. There it is.
There he does. Nice big sit out.
That does not feel good.
Blahowiak
kick into that
doing
hip.
everything he can to keep that shoulder up.
Now,
8 seconds to go.
Oh, and he's got the arm underneath.
Settle.
Tough spot. Settle in here.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1.
Not enough time.
Well done by Blahowiak to defend that. Holy cow.
And let me tell you, the coaches for Bayport, super excited. They are pumped on their feet.
Hamill picks up the 4 near fall. He's up 7-3 on last year's 4th place finisher in Division 2. And Hamill's doing a nice job to work on Peterson here. He's going to try to roll through.
Oh,
there it is.
The leg side. Yep, timeout. That didn't look good. Yep.
Hamilton didn't do anything wrong.
There was nothing wrong.
No, he's
Quick
just working
move.
at Peterson.
He's working at Peterson. Leg got caught in the mat. Carson, I tell you what, Braden Hamill is wrestling his butt off here tonight.
And we'll give it to Chris.
Whether you're looking to capture a moment or a milestone, AD Images will be there to capture those memories. Specializing in sports, seniors, families, maternity, pets, and business photography. Website is ad-images.com where you can find all session options and pricing. Now booking today. Thank you, Howard and Swamico, for your business and support.
So this is one of those tough parts of a sectional duel on a Tuesday, right? So I've seen all kinds of weird scenarios over the year that can happen here, but you know, you can have your
in the match.
You're going to have a returning state place finisher here who's going to say, I'm not going to keep going. There's no reason to. We're not going to win the duel anyway. And he's worried that the knee might be a problem, and so they're just going to let it go. So Braden Hamill will pick up the medical forfeit, and that means that Bayport will also pick up 6 more points for a dual meet win tonight of 44-21. And Chris, Brian, your Bayport Pirates will qualify
Let's go.
for the state tournament, and they will be wrestling in Madison March 6th and 7th
Let's go.
as a team. So congratulations to our Bayport Pirates. Well done.
Congratulations to the coaches, the wrestlers, the trainers, the fans. We just went for football, and guess what, Ryan? We're going back for wrestling. Can't be better than that. And I tell you what, losing the first 5 matches tonight, some of them on big upsets, winning the next 9 matches in a row. How about that?
And you can see the Bayport kids are excited, as they should be. As they should be. Now
they are pumped, shaking hands in the line, but wow, what a great meet, what a great duel, what a great atmosphere. I mean, this is what it's all about. High school wrestling, baby.
Congratulations to this team who worked so hard to get to this point tonight where they can come out and win this duel and qualify for the team state tournament. They will be wrestling in Madison at the Fieldhouse as a team, and that will be on March 6th, Friday, March 6th. We will be there, and we'll be able to do a broadcast through radio, not video. But so if you can't make it, you can listen in. But congratulations to the Bayport Pirates as they will be your qualifier, taking out perennial power Luxemburg-Casco. And so Bayport, your winner tonight, and congratulations. Seriously, as we started this match out today with Newbert taking out taking out his number 2 versus number 3 with a pin.
With a fall. Unbelievable.
And here we are to make it 44-21, and this team's going to state.
They are.
You can see they're excited to celebrate that together. Well done. Chris, thoughts?
They did it.
They did it.
They did it.
You know, it's been funny because we've been debating this thing all year, right? Could Bayport take out Luxemburg-Casco to make it to state? And so we were talking about, Chris and I were talking about just today. Brian and I were talking about just today. And both over at Swamico at one point, we were talking it through and really excited to get this match tonight. And I'll tell you, Luxemburg-Casco came out hard.
They did. They had the momentum on their side, but then it was the freshman, or the senior, Braden Athey, wrestling at 165. Great match. Tucker, his cousin, continued it. And after that, momentum got on their side. Lucas Weinberg, Devin Valle, Alex Warden, the wins started to come. And wow, what a great finish for the Pirates.
Yeah, so, you know, Bayport gets a win from Miguel Magana, a major decision, but they lose, of those first 5 matches, they lose 4 of them. Go down 19-4 before they start rallying back, and they win this duel tonight, 44-21. Bayport Pirates are your state qualifiers. So just a word on how this all works. There will be 8 teams at the state tournament for Division 1. The seeding will get done at the state individual tournament next weekend, and we will not know about Bayport's seed until sometime next weekend. I'm sorry, 2 weekends from now. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after at individual state. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Bayport will be the number 2 seed in this tournament.
Or 3.
We'll see.
2 or 3?
Possibly 3. There's no way Kaukauna is not the number 1 seed. We know they will be.
Well, they could be out if they lost to Rapids.
I don't think that happened, but
true.
that's the way it looks, and we'll keep an eye on all that. And obviously, we'll be down there to broadcast for you. We'll be able to do a radio read.
I want to get Warden. Let me see if I can get Warden.
Okay, and Chris is going to go try to get Alex Warden, get a little word from him. So congratulations to the Bayport Pirates and to this hard work that's gone into this season as they will qualify for your team state tournament this year. Congratulations. You know, they've been talking about this team this year, saying this is a team that could do this, right? Well, guess what? Here they are.
Here they are, and, you know, it does start with those senior leaders, right, that have done it. They've been there, and conversely, you see the utter shock and just sadness of a team like Luxemburg-Casco, a lot of seniors, a lot of people that are used to making it to state in Division II. Here's that big jump for Division I. But I tell you what, looking at their roster, Luxemburg-Casco is going to be back next week. That is for sure.
I'm getting a text from Al Nass saying that Rapids beat Kaukauna tonight.
What?
So I don't know. I got to go out and look for that one.
Hey, you know what? I trust Al Nast 100%, but wow, would that be a shocker?
Al, text me a score.
Yeah, Coach Al.
Coach
Al. Rapids won their sectional tonight.
That's what I'm getting. So I'll go out and take a look and see if I can find
Can
it
you
for
go
you.
to track?
Yeah, I will. I got to figure out where I need to look it up. Give me 1 second. I'll let you guys know this as soon as I can figure it out. Stay with me for a minute.
But what a great environment tonight. Bayport High School, Luxemburg-Casco.
Stevens Point. Let me get there. I'm gonna go find it for you, my friends. Just give me 1 minute. Oh, Al said they did not win. Let me look at this. All right, so we've got Alex Warden on the mic. Alex, what's it feel like? Tell us what you're feeling right now.
I'm feeling awesome. Okay, it's just awesome. Everyone's feeling great. You know, we had a few guys lose, but they'll be all right, and they're feeling much better now that we got the job done. It's not like sophomore year, you know, it's the senior year, and I'm really, really happy being able to make it back to team state.
Heck yeah, after that great football season you had, it was a tough transition into wrestling season. I know that. It's tough. It's not easy. What was it like when you got that pin? The momentum changed immediately, right? We lost 4 or 5 in the beginning. You went out there and got the fall, fired the crowd up. I mean, what was that like at home for a state sectional?
You know, it brings me back to Pulaski, my sophomore year, very similar. Really, I don't really know what everyone else is doing lower weights-wise, so I just knew I had to go out, get as many team points as I could. So.
Heck yeah.
So Alex, we're getting word here that Kaukauna beat Wisconsin Rapids 49-18 tonight. What are you thinking? Kaukana's good. We know Kaukana's good, right? Bayport going to get a number 2 seed? What do you think?
I have no idea really what's going on with seeds and stuff. We got a solid team. You know, I think we should get a top-rated seed as well.
As Kaukana's a 4-time returning champion, likely going to be a number 1 seed, right? Alex is kind of, I see with the look on your face, like, we don't care. Let's wrestle. Good for you. So, hey, you started this wrestling thing a few years ago. How's it feel?
It's actually getting a little bittersweet. You know, everyone says they want to be done wrestling. You know, I'm feeling that a little bit, but at the same time, I only got 4 years of wrestling, and I'm going to miss it.
Awesome. Great job in your matches tonight. And, we obviously Bayport decided they weren't going to wrestle you in that first duel. Didn't need to, right? We were already good. Save some of that energy for this match. You wrestled a great match out there. Chris, thoughts?
Speak about the energy and the emotion and everything, because as soon as you get that fall on the edge of the mat, this place erupted. What is that experience like?
You know, I'd have to say if I was a running back or something, it's probably like scoring a touchdown. You know, I don't get to score touchdowns, so it's kind of like that.
Love that. That's awesome.
Moon style.
That's fun. All right, good.
All right, what kind of word do you got for your team when you get back in the locker room or you get a chance to talk with your teammates? What do you want to tell them?
In the words of Kobe Bryant, job's not finished, so we got to get back to work.
Well done, my friend. Congratulations.
Right. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks for being a senior. Thanks for being a leader. Let's go get it at state.
Let's go, Alex.
All right, with that, we will leave you and say thank you to all of you for joining us. I'll say thanks to Chris Learman. I'll say thank you to Brian LeClaire. Bayport Pirates are your winners tonight at 44-21 against Luxemburg-Casco, and will qualify for the team state tournament. They will be in Madison on March 6th and 7th. We'll give you a radio broadcast for their duels there. And with that said, we'll sign off for tonight, and thanks for joining us. Bayport, congratulations on your trip back to state.
Go Pirates!
So we will have hockey one tonight. They will play Thursday for a regional final. As Ryan mentioned, we'll go to state. We'll have a stream on the normal Facebook Live and YouTube channels. That will be audio only due to TV contracts with the WIA state tournaments of every sport. Just like we did at football. I don't know if you guys are going to sing the safety dance with me like Mike did, but
I highly doubt that.
But we'll be heading back to Madison, so we'll be down there in a few weeks. We'll continue the fun here and the rest of the winter. So for Ryan and Brian, I'm Chris. Have a wonderful evening, Howard Swamico. You've been listening to Bayport Pirate Wrestling on NEW Sports Radio.